Assalamu alaikum, everybody. You know, I got a couple things that I wanted to just talk about. The first thing that came into my mind is this a warning for all the fellas watching and to all of the ladies watching. The secret is out. Every man should know that it's a dude at your girl or wife job who been working on her every day. I'm gonna say it again. Every chick has a dude at her job who been working on her every day and waiting for that one slip up. Huh? And if she say that is not happening, either there's no dudes there or she lying. Right. This is one of the reasons why the messenger had told us. One thing that I had loved, he gave me a harsh reality check-in. He had told her, he said, man, keep yourself up, right? You know, I used to be a certain way and looked at myself a certain way and thought if people wanted to be with me or liked me, they had to accept me for who and how I was. But that's a fantasy. He told you to keep yourself up. Try to make yourself as close to how you looked when y'all first met, the same person who she fell in love with, right? Try to keep yourself up, because it's a dude who she see only 8 hours a day. Now, this is me saying this. It's a dude who she see only 8 hours a day, and he makes sure he look his best to come to work. And when you get on her damn nerve, you can best believe he at his best on that day. It's as like he can smell it, right? Now, any chicks in the live, tell me if I'm lying or not. There's always a dude who is working on you, and we all have those bad days at the house. That dude it just seems like he can just smell it, right? But if we are making ourselves lovable, how rest in peace, how Dick Gregory said, because Dick Gregory and his wife was married over 60 years, and someone had asked him a question. How did they last 60 years of being married? What's going on, Lyric? And Dick Gregory said, it's really not that complicated. It's really not that hard. He said they didn't do all no special classes, all no mentoring, all that. He said they just looked at it is, am I making myself lovable? I'm gonna say it again. Dick Gregory and his wife made up in their mind. What's going on, Lyric? They made up in their mind to make themselves lovable to their mate. If you have a genuine heart and you are seriously making yourself lovable, if both people have that same mind and y'all both is making yourself lovable, the relationship can last 50 and 60 years, easily, right? So if you is making yourself lovable and that person is making themselves lovable, that gives all the outsiders no chance to try to get in. Because men are predators. I mean it like men are looking for the vulnerabilities that they see up in chicks, especially if it's a chick that they have been at. So he had told us, the messenger told us to keep ourselves up. Don't have the big old beer bellies. Huh? Get yourself together. Keep some money up in your pocket. The messenger said a woman likes nice things. The messenger said women likes gifts. And he also said a woman likes a man who buys her gifts. So you gotta have some money to do these things. So we have to make sure we keeping ourselves looking as best as we can, right? As far as the fellas, you know. And we have to make sure we keep some money up in our pockets to do things for our woman or our wife. Cause it's a million other niggas who down to do it for y'all. What's going on, y'all? I mean, we getting the numbers up. So we have to definitely, man, keep ourselves together. Cause it's a dude at your girl job who working on it. Huh? Keep some money up in your pocket. Keep yourself in shape. Do the best that you can. All right. I want some ladies to chime in and tell me, like, am I lying? I see a couple ladies on the line. Is it a dude at your job working on you, or do you agree or disagree? Let me know. Cause I know back in the day, when I had worked at a job and it was a chick there, I didn't give a fuck if she was in no relationship. I was in savagery mode. I'ma say it again. Back in the day, if it was a chick like that, I like that, a job, that doesn't stop a dude from approaching her and trying to catch her at that moment. Let's go, Lyric. 100%. Don't no woman want no broke dude. How can you hold it down? Right? 100%, bro. There's somebody at the job who was working on it. And he working on her every goddamn day. He waiting on you to slip up, man. He is. So we got to keep ourselves in order. Try to keep ourselves trimmed up, try to keep ourselves in shape the best way that we can. And that's why we got to eat better, right? Right? We going on to the next topic. But I want some ladies to chime in. Do anybody want to come in live before we go on to the next topic? These are 110% facts. I want to thank everybody who have liked and subscribed to my YouTube video. I'm over 70 subscribers, and I really, really appreciate it. I really want to have different type of content, not nothing that's just fun and goofy, and because it's a lot of that stuff that is out there. I want to try to change the thinking of our people. My main priority is to put in our minds, we have to put each other first. And what I mean each other, I mean black. And when I say black, I mean everybody on the planet who can't pass for a white chick or a white guy. So that's our Chinese brothers, our Mexican brothers, Japanese, Arab. Those are all in the black family. The World Health Organization said there's only 2 races on the whole planet. They can fool us as much as they want. They said there's only 2 races. Do your Googles. They said black and non-black, or white and non-white. I always say this, that's us calling ourselves all these different things. So, but I really want to have a channel where I'm talking about stuff to make us look at things different, to make it cool again to be a gentleman, right? To make it cool again to be intelligent, to have cool conversations about books, right? As we grow, we shouldn't have daily conversations about chicks, asses, sports, and rap music all day, right? Speaking on rap music, that's my second topic, y'all. We going on to rap music. I did a video earlier, and if you didn't watch it, I think that you should. Please like and subscribe. What's going on, Sonny? And my topic was, should rap music be listed as porn? I'm gonna say it again. Should rap music be handled, adjusted, and treated like porn music? I mean, like porn movies. I'm gonna let that sink in a little. No homo for the straw. But should rap music be treated like porn? Black people have attached to rap music / hip hop harder than any other race, as far as in trying to act out the ignorant shit that we hear. I'm gonna say it again. The biggest consumer of rap music might be white people, because that is true. They, as far as dollar and who's really paying for it, white people are the biggest consumer of rap music. But we end up being the Negroes trying to act the stuff out. What's going on, Carlos? Why is that? Why do we as a people look up to rap artists as like they are like philosophers, like they got all the answers? Huh? I think I think we should treat rap like porn. I'm gonna say it again. I think we should treat rap music like porn. Look at all of the killings that rap music has contributed to. Look up in your neighborhood. Most of the killings and all of the bad shit that you see, I have to keep it real, is influenced one way or another by something that we heard up in the rap. Most of the time when we was doing bullshit, we was listening to rap while we were doing it, right? Right? Somebody tell me like that online. No other race has this problem though. No other race has this problem. Why do we think every family there's a hot rapper in it? Why do we be in the car listening to the craziest rap with our children up in the car? Most of our children can rap our favorite 5 and 6 songs before they can spell their name or know their ABCs, right? Somebody tell me like that I'm lying. Somebody tell me like that I'm lying. I'm gonna say it again. Most of our children, when they in the car with us and we playing inappropriate rap music, they end up knowing those lyrics, knowing that type of shit before they can write their name or know their ABCs. You say that's a reach, you wanna come on and talk about it? Let's go, cuz those facts. You know? Do your Googles. And the parents, hey, who remember back up in the day when rap music had that sticker on it, right? And certain stores used to really honor that shit. Like you couldn't buy it because they had that you have to be 18-year-old, like you have to be like a certain age to buy it. Who really remember that? How do you control it now with the internet and with social media? Parents ain't involved enough to know what their kids is listening to. If y'all listen, I listen to rap daily. Huh? What's going on, Sonny? You trying to come on? Yeah, they definitely make up ABC and 1, 2, 3 raps because they know that the children can pick up on it quick, right? But what if we put like music of knowledge and information up in that same simple format and had our children listening to that? It's out there. It's out there. You know, that is a great point, right? It is, but we have become so detached from our children, right? The phones and social media is raising our children. Their favorite nowadays heroes is NBA Youngboy, right? What's going on, Cuzzo? Man, just sitting there just talking on rap. Right.
That kids aren't being allowed to listen to.
Yeah.
You know, it's so accessible to the kids, it don't make no sense. And it's like, girls, everybody trying to protect the girls from hearing certain shit, male rappers.
Yep.
But you got songs with Cardi B and Megan Stallion and shit like that. They basically saying wet pussy and all this shit.
Man.
And so girls to hear that shit, but as soon as you hear Kevin Gates talking about his dick all in guts and shit like that, they don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying?
No, nobody want to hear that.
Right. So it's
nobody want to hear that.
It's the same on both ends, but I don't think it's like doing the ultimate damage to the youth because you got smart individuals that know the difference from reality, and people just put on an act. You know what I'm saying? And you have a lot of people that's unfortunately mentally that can't comprehend.
But wait a minute, but like check it out though. But as a culture and as a people, we do have like certain people who is smart enough who can filter out the bullshit and who can like know that it's just for the music, who know that it's, who know that it's basically cap, who know not to do the shit. But for the shit that is in rap, we have to protect the people who can't protect themselves, and that's why I said children. You see what I'm saying? Like that's why I said porn is the perfect example. You wouldn't let your kid watch porn. So the certain things that we hear up in rap, because I know it was plenty rap songs that I was influenced by that made me more amped up as a kid to like do like certain shit, that made me look at things a certain way. So I think like, yeah, it's certain kids who can't avoid it, but we do have to protect the ones who can't, for the lesser up in the society, for the ones who parents ain't gonna be teaching them like the real shit. You know what I mean?
Are you saying like, do you feel like, are you saying like the rappers, the artists themselves should be held responsible, or should be more careful about what they dish out to the youth?
The rappers definitely have to be held responsible. Just like me and you is held responsible for the words that we say. It can't.
Think about this. A lot of people.
I know that it's entertainment, and I know it's really should be sold to, and it should be sold to like adults, but they purposely know that they pandering it to so the children can get it.
Well, it's just like, Grand Theft Auto. You know what I'm saying? Kids have to be a certain age to play that game, but their parents are still buying that shit. It's still accessible for the kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like on the parents to make sure that their kids don't be exposed to certain things. And these artists, they not looking at what they dishing out to the kids. They looking at what they dishing out to adults. And they not really looking at it the way you looking at it, because it's more of a money thing to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they come from nothing, like we come from nothing, and they trying to make it. So they giving the people what they want in order to accumulate funds. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I really don't think they care about the morals like no more. I think morals in rap is gone. I think 99% of them know their music has been listened to by minors. If you listen to some of the shit, you can hear some of the music and can tell that ain't something that me or you are like listening to. But the content is adult, the content is dangerous, the content is violent, but you can just tell by the music like it's more, that is more aimed towards children.
This is for you.
So they have to be held accountable. It's just like Denzel Washington got to be held accountable for the characters who he played.
Right. But it's the kids who making the music though. The 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, them are still kids.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? Reaching out to, the kids that's in their age range.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of hard, man, but I understand what you're saying. But it's all on the parents, you know what I'm saying? It's all on the parents, just as well as drugs. You know what I'm saying? We try to protect the kids from, being exposed to drugs and doing what we can to let them know how bad it is. So they gotta let them know, look, I will not allow this to be listened to in my household. You shouldn't be listening to this, and why? And this is what's real and this is what's not real. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take
Fact.
time to break it down.
And Tanisha said music is an art. Artists use music to reach people. People express what they're going through. Yeah, fact. But here is the thing, cuz I hear that a lot, that music is an art and it's expressive. But why are we, for the most part, expressing killing each other if we want to keep it real? Why, for the most part, we are expressing pimping each other? We ain't talking about pimping nobody else, bitch, or killing nobody else. We always talk about killing the nigga. Everybody ain't going like through that. So when we say people use it to express, some of that is true, but for the majority, it's just ignorant shit that's just leading to the degradation of the whole black community. Really.
This is my projection of it, cuz this is what I
Do you know in Germany, cuz they outlaw hip hop?
No, didn't know that.
No, Russia. Up in Russia, Vladimir Putin, they did a study and they seen what rap did to the United States. And they made it illegal to even have rap in that country. You can't even, like, it's in Russia. Huh?
What would we do without it?
Bigger and better shit. How many people is rappers? Like, how many rappers is really making money? Probably 100 of them, 200 of them. But it's 50 million black people. What if, what if let's take all rap out of it. What if it wasn't no music? People would be more influenced by people, career, what people is doing, what other people is talking about. You might have more black scientists. You might have more black doctors. You might have more black politicians. But a lot of us get caught up thinking these rappers is really telling the truth, and our kids really get caught up in the game, and they can't differentiate, reality from fiction.
Well, this is what I think. This is my,
No, we don't need the music. Real Williams said we need the music. You can live without it.
What about the go-to songs you go to make you feel good? You remember back then we was bumping 3 6 Months?
Hell yeah.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hot Boys, you know what I'm saying? P. Diddy, Puffy.
What's going on, Shayla? Yeah, hell yeah, cause I still play that stuff now. But you wanna know something? I try not to play like somebody had told me earlier. And I'ma call this out. And this some Negro shit too, cuz so just let me get this rant off a little bit quick. Black people are the only one who try to pull this on other black people. When you go to college and your professor is teaching you something, whether he's Catholic, whether he's Lutheran, no matter what his religion is, you listen to him up in that class and you try to A up in that class. You don't sit and ask him what his religion before he teaches you something, right? But black people, for some reason, anytime I bring up something, they want to bring up, that's only because you Muslim. I don't want to hear that because that's Muslim. Did you ask your college professor, boy, what type of religion was he? Did you ask your boss at your job that we listen to, what religion is he? No. We sit there and we listen. When we in those college classes, we listen. When we go to any place to get some knowledge, we not asking what religion, but for some reason, Negroes, when they hear information coming from somebody who looks like them, they question it because they think so less of themselves.
Right.
So I had to get that off, but go ahead.
No, as far as I'm gonna go back to where you say, when people rap, they talk about killing each other and shit like that, and they not always talking about killing the other, race and stuff like that. It just goes back to like a cesspool. You know what I'm saying? When a cesspool is only one kind.
Yeah.
So or you can just go with the crab in the bucket thing. Ain't nothing but crabs in the bucket. So
yeah.
You expressing yourself, your anger and your emotions, you do it amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't just that we.
Now that is true. That's true.
Black people, white people, Arabian. You know them gas station people. They got the worst of it too when they move their ass.
Yeah,
on
that's a fact.
Whoever in that cesspool is gonna get targeted.
That's a fact.
So just we aiming at black people, but black people is the only people we dealing with because that's all we around.
You know what you basically saying, cuz? What you saying is so true. I heard Dick Gregory say this when people was talking about what about black on black crime. He said, if you go to China, you went to a Chinese prison, who do you think is locked up in that Chinese prison? Chinese people. When you go to France, who locked up in the French prison? People from France. He's saying you kill where you live. I do understand what you're saying. So the main component of it all is really poverty. If we really want to keep it on. What's going on, Samantha? What's going on, cuz? I see checking in. The main component of it is really poverty. Hear me, cuz? Poverty is really the main issue of it all, though. Not having money. That is where I don't want to get too religious up in this, but it's a study that proves most black crimes are due to poverty in one way or another. And they did a study and they found out the other race crimes are just spaz of the moment. But they saying most black people commit crimes is linked to money some way, somehow.
Right. You ever pay attention? Ain't too many crimes happening around the first of the month.
Hell no, shit, everybody got some paper. Everybody got some paper. Cause I'm finna go cause I want some chicks to call in about my first topic. Cause like, what you think about what you think about it's always a dude who works on your girl when she go to work? Did you hear my earlier topic?
No, I did not hear it. I just made it
Cause
in the house.
I finna just tell you like this for like real quick. I said, if your girl look like something, that's for everybody watching. But I said, every day your girl go to work, it's a dude at her job who works on her every day, who waiting on you to slip up so he can get that chance. I'm gonna say this, he's working on her every day. He's saying hi to her, he's being more polite, he's opening up doors, because most Negroes think it's uncool to be polite, but he opening up doors and all that.
Get tired. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the front.
What's going on? Shayla said facts, no lie. I know that's true, cuz, man, they working on you at the job.
But that's just the front, though, because if he's such a nice guy, why he still looking for a woman? You know what I'm saying?
I also said men are the aggressor, predator.
He said he that nice guy.
Look, I'm that nice guy at work. Look,
see what I'm saying? Are you working on her?
Look, hey, how you doing today? How your day going?
See what I'm saying?
It's always a how your day going? Keep pushing, and they know.
And guess what? When she get into it at the house, that give him the perfect opening to make his move. Because men, I'm gonna say it again, supposed to operate off logic and reasoning. Women operate off emotion and feelings.
But who's trying to put all this effort in trying to avoid your woman from going to look for something else? You know what I'm saying? No. I'm not gonna put all the work in.
No, it's not avoiding. No, it's, well, I think that you kind of missed me up on that point, because I didn't say put in effort. I said just know it's somebody at her job that's working on her, but you do supposed to put in the effort to keep yourself up. And I said to make sure that we try to be in the best shape that we can, make sure you have some money, because a woman don't want to be with no nigga who don't got no paper.
That's right.
Right? A woman, and you can't really do that. And the messenger said women like for men to buy them things.
Right.
You know? Right. And if you don't buy it, guess what? That nigga working at the job, he might buy it just for like a shot.
Hey, salute my dude, you know what I'm saying? You got words of wisdom. Your cousin have me look up on YouTube.
Hey man, make sure you like and subscribe. Tim Muhammad, brother.
I already did.
Oh, appreciate you, brother. Hey, cuz, I'm finna go to the next topic, cuz.
I was listening to your voice. I was like, that's your cousin, you know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah. I was like, yeah.
Hey, appreciate it, brother. Really, really do, man. Really, really do.
You got a lot of jewels for people. They don't pay attention to them. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
You jewels every day.
And I was saying, like, my whole thing was I want to make it cool again for guys to damn near have some books with you, to be intelligent, to open the door for the chick, to have debates on things that really run the world, like politics, like engineering, instead of just having debates on who the best basketball player, because that shit doesn't move the world.
Or what's the best shoes out right now?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's so many spots up on the internet that you can get the fun, happy stuff. I know that everybody, listen, I represent the Nation of Islam, but I don't got no bow tie yet. So I'm in the streets and I'm in the same gutter, in the same condition like every one of us. I'm not no better than like none of us, but I'm trying to grow with y'all and give y'all the shit that's helping me grow so we can grow together. Real shit. And the things that has made me, because like I said, and it's harsh and it's hard to say, the Nation of Islam is what made me a man. I look back at the old me and I would have crushed the old me because I wasn't proud of the old me. Christianity didn't make me who I wanted to be. Once I figured out I was a black God, my whole mind frame changed. I knew I can do anything. I'm gonna have a drink like today. Cuz I finna go like to my next subject, cuz it's about 50-50, cuz.
Okay.
Hey, yo, hey, like and subscribe, man. Hey, brother, I appreciate it, man. Please share, man. I'm gonna post this live later on, too.
I'm feeling it, looking at her. I'm like, look at us.
All right, bro.
All
right. Hey, cousin, keep on watching, too, cuz.
Yeah, I watch it every time.
All right, cuz, thanks, man.
Yeah, all right, love y'all family. Y'all.
All right, love.
All right.
All right. Hey, I got a new topic, y'all. I got a question. Do 50-50 work? I'm going to say it again. All the ladies out there, all of the guys out there, do 50-50 work? How do a man know he's a man? How do a woman know she's a woman if y'all going 50-50 down the line? Let's talk about it. Does 50-50 work? How can you come in the house as a man? No, 100 plus 100. Well, 100% effort, of course, but what I mean by 50-50, let me elaborate, because I love your questions. I love your comments. But what I mean by, if the rent is 1,000, can the man expect her to pay 500 and he pay 500 and he expect the same feeling as the man? And do she still respect him as the man and as the lead? That's the question. I think as a man, by default, the man's supposed to carry most of the load. I think that her money is extra. Whoever got it, fact. But I'm saying, see, cuz listen, everything has a psychological effect, whether it's in your front of your mind or it's subconsciously. I'm telling you. If the rent is $1,000 and you paying 500 as the woman and he paying 500 as the man, some women get in their mind with shit, nigga, we splitting it all the way down the middle. What makes you more different than me? I finna bring you on, cuz. Let's go. Because I really think that when the 50-50 thing go, I think that a man got to be a serious man if he got 50-50 going on up in this house. I'm not sitting here jacking like I'm paying 90-10, but it ain't no 50-50. I tell you that. I make sure that it ain't no 50-50. Let's go, cuzzo. What do you think about the 50-50? I think man got to carry majority of the weight.
Cuz, can you hear me?
I can definitely hear you. Yep.
Okay, hold on. I gotta pull over for this. Okay, first of all, let me tell you, we live in a day and age right now. This is my own personal. We live in a day and age right now where we can't even put that on the other right now. Like even with like this COVID and all this stuff going on, like you would be a selfish person right now to be putting on your partner. I'm just saying, if you know they don't have it or whatever, you would be a selfish individual to be putting on your partner. You got to pay 100%, or you got to pay the majority.
100% fact.
And
I guess I mean it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. If y'all was both making, I'm gonna say this, because I ain't trying to get up in nobody business. But let's say y'all making an equal amount of money at a job, right? Just hypothetical. Let's say y'all making an equal amount of money at the job, and then let's say the rent is $500,
Okay.
I think he should pay at least $300 to $350, and you pay the rest.
The thing is, at the end of the day, for the majority of the part, the man always gonna pay more anyway. Cause guess what? Especially if you got kids in that household. Hey, your son
Right.
needs some shoes. Your daughter.
Right.
Men spend way more money on anything than
You
women.
broke up a little bit. Okay, like there you go.
Okay, most of the time, men spend more money on anything than a woman.
Fact.
Women, we coupon, we go on sale stuff. Men don't do that. They walk in the door and get whatever they want because the first thing they trying to do is get out the door, right?
That's a fact. That's a
They
fact.
don't care what we going to the clearance rack first. Hold on, we
Yeah.
going to the diapers that's on sale. Oh, wait a minute,
Yeah.
is the meat deal today on sale? We going there.
Yeah.
They're like, no,
Yeah.
go to the closest grocery store and get whatever. Baby.
Yep.
Hey, look, go on, give me that extra money, and I'm gonna show you how to come back. But overall,
Yeah,
no, we
fact.
don't make. Listen, my thing is this: long as you're contributing to the household, I'm not gonna hold you accountable for a certain amount because I know at the end of the
Okay.
day, you gonna push a little more weight here. I might push a little more weight there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
That's true.
In order to make a household work, those kind of speculation have to be taken out of it. That's just to me. And to be
Well,
honest,
Okay, well, let me just counter like with this. A lot of my thing is, I think the old school had about 90% of this shit figured out. I think how the old school did it, I think they had 90% of it figured out. I do understand that we evolve and things change, but I think a woman don't fully respect. This is my opinion. I think if the man has it, I think a woman fully does not respect a man who doesn't pull more of the weight.
cause men put more
Tell
of
me-
the majority of the time anyway, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Listen, the other thing is men save way more money than women. All
yeah,
the time. Listen, we get hair done, we get nails done, we want them toenails done, stuff that
Yeah.
y'all don't even think about, right? But
That's a
what I'm
fact.
saying is back in the day it was set up the way things should be. But then just think about how things change with rent. To get a decent house, cuz you're gonna be
Yeah.
paying $1,000 or more. That's just for a decent
100%.
house. That ain't the
100%.
perfect house, your dream house that you want. That's to
Yeah.
live average, cuz. Like
Yeah, fact.
so the thing is this, let me just keep it real. Me personally, if it was back in the day how it was right now, I think a lot of men would be committing suicide. I really do.
Damn.
Listen, the
Yeah.
man paid all of the bills and the woman stayed in the house, which is the perfect idea. But us women being so used to seeing our mothers handle a lot that it's natural and it's normal for us. And a lot of times that's where intimidation come in or relationship competition, right? It be secret competition though. But the thing is,
Cuz I love you said, cuz listen, when I blow this channel up, you're gonna be my damn co-host. Watch.
that's right. Come on.
You're gonna be my damn co-host. You know, because see, but I call it something different. I made a
Okay.
video about it. I called it "It's Two Alpha Energies."
Okay.
I think a woman becomes an alpha female, and then a man who's a real man, to me, he should be an alpha male. And I
Okay.
think those two energies starts to clash, because I do believe, that a woman is operating out of position if she have to work 40 hours just like him. I know 90% of our women do. My woman do, but I truly think a woman is not designed to work like a man is.
I totally get it, but then let me tell you something. At the end of the day, we work harder than men, cuz. Listen,
know.
Let me tell you why.
That's why
We the
y'all
first
natural
ones-
job is the mother man.
Right, listen, we're the first ones to get up in the morning and the last ones to go to bed at night.
Yeah,
A lot of times. And that's just keeping it real,
real
because
mother.
the only time we really get to settle down and be at ease when them kids in bed and your house is clean already. As long as that stuff ain't done, you shouldn't be
Yeah.
at ease with the day. Like I can't
Fact.
even come in my house and see dishes and be comfortable.
Fact.
So
You know how our parents was? They'll wake you up to get them dishes done,
that's right.
and you might get your ass tore up for
Right.
that.
But, right. And the thing is this, like you have women, just for myself, right? Sometimes I be sick of being independent. Sometimes I'm okay with my man saying, hey, you know what? Let me go ahead and wash the dishes today.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like that kind of thing to me is more than paying the bill. It's the small things that matters too. A lot
Yeah.
of things is all about money and social media.
Yeah.
Like in
That's
your
true.
topic last time, the thing is, if a lot of stuff was taken off social media, so many people and couples would still stay together. You so worried about what the next
100%.
person, you so worried about what the next person think about what's going on in your household.
100%.
So
And I
that-
tried to avoid social media for so long, but what made me do it is just talking to people privately, and it was like, cuz or bro, you should like tell more people that, cuz I've always looked at social media as a poison tool. Like it has made the social fabric of the whole world weird. Like we don't hang out. Like it's just the perfect example. When we was younger, we always knew who our uncles and auntie girlfriends or boyfriends was,
right?
right? People show, like now it's like it's this weird thing where everybody wants to look single on social media. Like no one wants to fully commit on social media.
But see, that's the let me tell you the thing about that. If your mate, whoever you land with, if you find out and that's the lifestyle that they living on social media, right?
Yeah.
What
But what you mean by
person,
like lifestyle? What you mean by lifestyle?
okay, any when I say lifestyle, just like you saying, like, so for instance, a lot of people that got relationships come on and say, all the hoes that was in the club weak or something like, yes, because you got a woman at home, bruh. That's why. That's why they should be weak to you. And guess what?
Yeah.
If your woman don't follow you, her friends do, or somebody she know do. So listen,
Yeah.
a lot of men, they be trying to be women do the same thing.
Yeah.
You get to it with your man and then today you single, right?
Yeah.
But then tomorrow, Valentine's Day, y'all back together. It don't work like that. Stop putting your business out here. Go through whatever you need to go through. And if you and that man, the thing, let me back up something. You don't have to tell anybody that you single. First of all, especially a woman, because it's a man's job to seek. That's why you keep getting in these mishaps, because you're so busy putting yourself out there. Just be content. I told a young lady that today, because she was saying like she didn't have no help with her kids and saying that she hate that her baby daddy is her baby dad. And I said, you worried about the wrong things. I said, you were blessed to have them kids.
Yeah.
God
Fact.
do not let his kids suffer. That means you're going to always have your needs. You're going to always have food. You're going to have
Fact.
somewhere to put them. So I told her, I said, stop worried about a man and get content with yourself and make things functional for you and your children. If I know I work a full-time job, I know I got to have a babysitter after work, right? So instead of me calling that man that I know not going to show up, I'm going to figure out another outlet.
Yeah.
So the thing about these women is that they have to stop seeking. They doing a man job. You don't need to do that.
Well, cause so 50-50 can work. 50-50 can work.
In my head, yeah, okay. But when you say 50-50, this is how I look at it. You saying
I'm talking about strictly bills. I'm talking about
absolutely.
bills that make the household run.
Absolutely. 50-50 can work when it comes to bills, because there's other things besides bills. Because listen, like I own a home. It can knock on wood, but it could be something going on with my home that we got to get fixed. Guess what? I'm not gonna call my cousin. I'm gonna turn around to this dude who's laying in my house and say, hey, we gonna need that extra money.
Hold on. Pamela said she worked 40 hours and her husband worked 72 hours.
My point
Is that a week? That might be too much, Pamela. That might be too. Cause your husband works 72 hours a week.
Cause
The only person I know one other person who do that, and that's crazy.
Cause let me tell you like this.
Cause that's too much.
Cause I work 3 jobs by myself. Listen,
Look at my eyes. Look.
Cause, but I don't have to. I work 3 jobs by myself, just me. But
Because
let's
I'm gonna say something. I want you to hear this before you say that. I have, for the longest, I have always had a stance of the most valuable thing that I have is my time and my life, cuz. And I've always seen a lot of people work like multiple jobs to like achieve a goal, to like get a new car or to buy this or to get this figured out. And I was like, well, that is cool if you have like a goal. But I've always said I can't be the guy to work multiple jobs because that's too much time, because you get one life. Remember, because you have to remember this. I'm a Muslim. I don't believe up in no heaven. I'm not seeing mama no more. So this is my only life. I can't work it. I can't spend it working all of my life.
But see, let me tell you something.
Yeah.
First of all, let me be honest. Because I don't have to work 3 jobs, right?
Yeah.
Listen, just think
You have
about
a goal?
Listen, we grew up together, right?
Yeah, fact.
And not being disrespectful or rude. What did any one of your parents leave you?
Cuz, what?
Okay.
Debt?
So with that being said, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 children.
Fact.
I'm not leaving this earth, or I'm not slowing down until I got 3 houses to provide for my kids. And let me tell you what I've told my children. I'm only buying these houses so y'all can have something, because I didn't have anything. Y'all can listen. They can sell the houses. They can do whatever. They can rent them out. They can live in them. But when I tell you, I don't have to even such and such complain. Like, dude, you work too much. Just by tell them, shit. When I'm coming in, you going out. But
listen, I gotta say this, man. I really have to say this.
Go ahead.
Because
This is for you.
I think what you are saying just amplifies my whole thing of the failure. What I'm saying is not your situation, but a lot of black women take up that great attitude to say, I have to do this for my children, right? And they want to do, and they are willing to sacrifice to push their children further into the future. But to me, that shows the overall failure of us as a black man. That sounds like stuff men should be talking.
But listen,
The
my
man
situation
should be-
is different.
And it's not your situation. I'm just saying up in overall, I hear that a lot, that women are working hard. They are getting multiple jobs. They going to college. They getting degrees. And a lot of the time, the men ain't pulling their fucking weight. And that shit bothers me. Not your situation. I'm talking about in general.
See, no, listen. So let me tell you. Women is what's happening right now. Cause we don't want got the good credit. We don't come up for the guys. Listen, a lot of them think they got that little drug money or that little money they got right now. Listen, that's right now money. We looking for money, not right now money. We got that. I'm looking for something that if my job stopped today, would I still be able to live in my house for 3 to 6 months? And if I can't, then I got to keep making it happen. But let me tell you something. With the COVID thing, I didn't work for 3 months, and all my bills is paid. I still got my hair done, still got my nails done, and none of it came from me. So I'm good on whichever end I need to be. But I do know this. My son's father was murdered, right?
Rest in peace, Cheese. May Allah be pleased with him.
I'm the only parent that's living, right? I can't set my son up for success with nothing.
That's true.
I have to have something to give him. And here's the deal. My first house going to my first son. I always tell him, you the head, not the tail. He the head for my kids because my kids are
like a guy.
Now listen.
You got a good kid too, cuz. He a good kid.
Thanks. But you see what I'm saying? Like overall, here's the deal. And I only have one hard job that I have to work. My other 2 jobs so sweet because I'm making money right now while I'm out doing whatever I want to do.
Oh, that's always the best situation.
So I wouldn't get 3 hard jobs. But what I'm saying is you need different streams of incomes to come in. So if one closed down, you still okay. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And the thing about a man is this. Man can be with you and somebody next door. You got to still be able to make sure your kids are taken care of and got what they got going on.
Fact.
So that's when a lot of women reason for still making it happen or going over and beyond, cuz is to make sure that if he do decide to walk out, cuz he can, the door is both ways, cuz he can walk out, and when he walk out,
He definitely can.
but listen, in my case, if he ever walk out or decide to go by, ain't nothing leaving, cuz.
That's a fact, man. That's a good thing.
And I've been like this. I ain't just got like this. This ain't on me and Cindy. I've been like
Right.
this, cuz. For a long time. My mama taught me this grind. Not no man, because I didn't grow up with a man. I mean, I had Vince when I got older, and I had Woo when I was younger. But in between all that time, my mama made sure.
Shout out to Woo.
Right. My mama made sure that I was good. She always implanted this in me.
Yeah.
So women
What's
work
going on,
hard so we
Kevin?
don't have to suffer. That's what it is. Well, that's me.
Fact,
I work
fact.
hard so I ain't gotta suffer. So when you do leave, baby, my feet still gonna be kicked up on my living room set and watching my big screen TV.
That's what's up.
And my
That's
car
what's up.
still gonna start up on a full tank of gas, too.
Cause you know my last subject is gonna be controversial. I could end it with the most controversial thing ever.
Okay, I'm sitting listening. Just
Hold on
you
to your
put me back in the
seatbelt.
thing I'm watching.
All right, cuz. Here we go. Hold on to your seatbelt, Sean.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, hey, cuz, thank you so much for like chiming in, cuz love. You gonna be my
Love you
co-host
too.
like once this blow up. Watch.
I'm
All right,
ready.
love.
Love you too.
All right, cuz. What's going on, y'all? Let's close it out. We got the last subject. One thing that I want to call complete bullshit is people who go around saying they have a personal relationship with God. Let that sink in. I'm gonna say it again. People who sit around here and tell you they have a personal relationship with God. Tell me, what does that even mean? Because when I hear that, that sounds like excuses for people to do what they want to do, and then to say, well, God know who I am. He gonna let me go with that one because we have a personal relationship. I see you, Sonny. I'm gonna say it again. How many of y'all have heard this new feel-good preaching of having a personal relationship with God, right? I wrote down something. Hey, it's Bible time, y'all. You go into the book of Numbers, chapter 23, verse 19. And it talk about how God is saying he's not like a regular man who lie and can't keep up his own word. No, cuz if God says that he doesn't change, he can't change just for you. Why would God have to get on your level? Because you saying it means that God deals with you on your own level. No. God, we have to elevate our level. We have to grow. Why would God come down to our level? Imagine a murderer saying, I'm gonna kill these people, but I have my own relationship with God. He knows what's in my heart. He know I'm killing these people just to get the money to feed my family. You can really convince yourself to say that when people play that game of saying I have my own relationship with God. Huh? Because in the Holy Quran, well, I'm not gonna go there yet, but just really think about it. If God said he doesn't change, he changed not. Who is me and you to now come and say, well, we have a personal relationship with God, as if that give us free range to do all of the bullshit that we want to do? A lot of us is psyching ourselves out like with that type of wording and teaching. That's some feel good TD Jakes Creflo Dollar bullshit teaching. My own relationship with God. That means you can drink alcohol or smoke a cigarette and say, well, God will, like God understands. And you have no conviction. I did a video saying how Christianity didn't make me feel convicted. It just scared me with hell for a little bit. And once I got past that and I realized that hell is fake, you go right back to doing what you've been doing. Because you realize that the Easter Bunny is fake. You realize that Santa Claus is fake. And then you realize somebody telling you it's a place that's 10 times hotter than the sun, that's underneath your feet, where his soul is burning. But the sun is billion miles away and you can feel his rays, but something that's right underneath your feet, you can never feel it. So once you become an adult, you know that that's a bullshit story. No disrespect to anybody out there. But once you become an adult, you can't let nobody tell you that it's a heaven up in the sky. Because you know that they send spaceships into the sky and they ain't never ran into nobody grandmama in the sky. They ain't never ran into no place where they hanging out by no pearly gates. They ain't never ran into it. Oh, I know what you're saying. Tim, you missing it, Mr. Muhammad. They mean spiritually heaven. It's where your soul go. Well, you bullshitting yourself again. Because to feel pain, we need nerves, skin, a body. When you die, your body goes into the ground. How you going someplace where you don't have nerves, you don't have skin, you don't have flesh, but yet you feeling pain? Let's talk about science and real life. I'm gonna say it again. How somebody gonna convince you going to some hell after they put your body, which have your nerves and your senses to feel pain, your brain to register the pain, that's all up in the ground. But they telling you your soul is going somewhere to feel some more pain. Or you think you're going somewhere to hang out with your grandmama now. And why do you think your grandmama want to be a grandmama when she get in heaven? I'm going to say it again. Why do you think your grandmama, when she dies, she want to come back as another grandmama? Like she don't want to be young again and hang out. You see how many holes it is when you go to thinking about this type of stuff? You think your grandma want to come back as a grandmama? You don't think she want to be by like 18 or 20 again also? You think she want to be your damn grandmama in heaven too? Watching your heavenly kids? Hey, think about that. This is stuff that we don't even really give any thought to. How about the woman who has a miscarriage or the woman who has an abortion? You mean to tell me that soul, that body is somewhere in heaven hanging out, waiting for you to get there? Somebody you never seen or nothing? Huh? And if we really be honest, y'all, the things they say that we have to do to get into heaven are damn near impossible. Do you know that they say a bad thought can get you into hell? Think about that. Yeah, man, we're gonna see Cuzzo Pam. Just really think about this, y'all. If that is true, that just thinking about a bad thought is sinning and that can get you into hell, imagine someone who lived their whole life following the rules, not sinning, and he gets to the end of his life and he has a bad thought and he died. He goes into the same place of Hitler and Jeffrey Dahmer and Wayne Gacy and all of the people who have murdered millions of people for having a bad thought. Really? I'm gonna say it again. You mean to tell me if you live your life the best that you can and you don't sin and you repent when you do sin, and before you die and leave this earth you have a bad thought, that thought, according to the Christian belief, puts you in hell forever? Somebody tell me like that I'm lying. That thought puts you in hell for eternity. The same place of people who have killed millions of people, people who have killed children, people who have eaten people because you had a bad thought. You go there? We got to stop believing up in the Easter Bunny, y'all. Somebody has to make that make sense. Somebody come on to me and make that make sense to me. Right? Because this thing of people saying they have this personal relationship with God is a joke. When the Bible and every reading that we have received from any religious text say that God doesn't change. But here you go, coming talking about you had a personal relationship with God, so that allows you to be a drunk still. You have a personal relationship with God so you can still sell drugs still. Guess what? You have a personal relationship with God so I can be gay still. Not me, of course. But you have a personal relationship with God so you don't have to make any changes in your life. That's lazy. That's no discipline teaching. People love that type of doctrine because it don't hold you to no standard. Everybody would join that. That's why majority of the world, and especially in the United States, is Christian, because it don't hold you to no standard. You can be whatever you want to be and claim Christian, because a lot of these people say they have a personal relationship with God. Forget the fact that the Bible clearly states that God doesn't change. He doesn't lie. He's now and he's forever. He's Alpha. He is Omega. Forget all of that. But to make you feel good, somebody can convince you that you thinking you have a personal relationship with God, like he ain't everybody else's God. He just your God. You have a personal relationship, so that allows you to get away with everything he told you not to do, including eating swine. I'm going to say that on every broadcast. We got to stop eating swine, y'all. But I'm going to end it with this. If God does not change, like the Bible and the Quran say, if y'all do your Googles, in the Quran, in Surah 16, verse 36, when people say Surah in the Quran, that just means chapter. So Surah 16:36, and Allah talks about how he sends a messenger to every nation. I'm gonna say it again. In Surah 16:36, do your Googles. It talk about how God sends a messenger to every nation, speaking the tongue of that people from that nation. Right? God is the wisest. That only makes sense, right? To send somebody from that people who understands what that people is going through, right? Somebody tell me if that makes sense or not, right? So if it's saying that God sends a messenger to every nation, that's why the nation of Islam, we call ourselves a nation. It's not about race. It's not about hating no other race. But we know we are a nation within the nation. Right? Because just like the Bible say, every nation, and when we speaking of the nation in particular, we speaking of North America. We speaking of the black men in North America. We are the only type of our kind. I see a couple people that dropped off once a couple of my, I'm not going to say it, but I see who had dropped off once I started speaking of the nation. That's fine. But I'm going to say this. God will send someone to that people who's from that nation. That's why Jesus said he was only sent to the house of Israel. People don't like to hear that. But that came out of Jesus' mouth. He wasn't sent to you, black man in America. He wasn't sent to you, Mexican, Chinese, Japanese, Arab. He wasn't sent to you. Out of his own mouth, he said he was only sent to the house of Israel. He was only sent to the Jews. Muhammad of the Quran of 1400 years ago was only sent to the Arabs. But guess what? We don't live in neither one of those places. We don't live in Palestine. We don't live in Egypt. We don't live over there with the Arabs. We live in America. And have you ever wondered, being black up in America, why, if God is God, why do it seem like God didn't have nothing for us? Why do it seem like every other race seem like they prospering? Do God love us? Do God love me? Huh? That never came up in your mind? Does God love me? But God showed his love for us because he fulfilled, just like he said, he will not change. He sent us a messenger who was raised up from amongst us. And that messenger was the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I know that's controversial. I know a lot of people don't like to hear because we grow up in a Christian church and it's not popular, right? If you all knew the backlash that I got from my own family when I told them I got rid of my slave name and my name is Tim Muhammad. I got rid of my middle name. I don't even want that no more. What the hell is a Lavelle? I'm Tim Muhammad, right? But once I realized that, and you read in all of the scriptures from all over the planet that God sends every nation a messenger. And then you realize that we were the people in particularly who fit the scriptures of the Bible. Who else was enslaved for 400 years up in the land that was not their own? Who else fit that? And the Bible say when God come back, he gonna judge that nation that held those people. So all you Christians out there talking about when God or Jesus come back, or you know how y'all is, that he gonna destroy the whole world. It doesn't say that. Somebody prove it to me. He said when he come back, he's gonna judge that nation that held those people who was in a land who served them for 400 years in a land that wasn't theirs, who didn't know their own language. That only fits us, a black man and woman in North America. That only fits us. No other race can claim that. When you do your Googles, the Jews says they have no history of them being in bondage to nobody for over 400 years. They have no history of that. All throughout the annals of time, it's us who fit that. That's why social media wants to keep me and you away from Minister Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam. Because they know, as long as we Christian and as long as we do our other shit, we won't grow mentally. Like I said, Christian growth is temporary growth. Before you go back to what you've been knowing, because you come out of being a child, you realize there's no place of hell. Because like I said, where's the brain, where the nerves, where the skin to feel the flame? Then you telling me it's hotter than the sun, but it's underneath my feet, but I can't feel nothing. But the sun is 1 billion miles away, and I feel its rays to heat the sun. I mean, to heat the planet. So we get out of that thinking. Subconsciously, we know that it's bullshit from the beginning. I know my mama be turning up in her grave. But you want to know something, y'all? I'm going to leave y'all with this. A lot of us grew up in ignorant households. I'm going to say it again. A lot of us grew up in ignorant households. I'm not being disrespectful when I say we grew up in ignorant households. What's going on, Chanel? I'm not saying I'm not being disrespectful, but to be ignorant is because you didn't know. Somebody who was wiser than you was able to trick you. But we grew up in a lot of ignorant households, and we took on a lot of customs that made no sense, that has hurt the black community at a crazy, crazy rate. I really appreciate everybody who has watched and chimed in. Please go to my YouTube channel at Tim Muhammad. I got a lot of good content there. My subscriptions have grown thanks to y'all. Please share. Please tell y'all people to check me out. May Allah bless you and your family. I'm out.